Hi, my name is Jacob Cockerham, and today I'm going to be sharing with you my object speech. And today, this is going to be my audience. Physical education can be fun, while for others it can be extremely boring. This is where the sport of basketball comes into play. Today I'm going to share with you how basketball is created and why it's lasted for so long. And to do this, I'm going to explain and share with you notes, journals, and a book that helps explain the growth of basketball. My first point is going to be the creation of basketball and the purpose for why it was created. It was created in 1891 by James Naismith. In the article, The Game with No Name, The Invention of Basketball by Keith Myerscough in April of 1995, he discusses how a class of students in a physical education class were getting bored with the subject and the teachers were not willing to teach them anymore. So Naismith was hired to create an indoor sport that would keep the athletes in shape while also keeping them entertained. He took bits and pieces from football, rugby, and soccer, as well as baseball, and incorporated it to create the sport of basketball. Basketball was a new game, but initially it was only created for exercise. However, it grew to be more than just that. Basketball grew tremendously past just becoming a sport for exercise. Mark Thomas Horger, author of Play by the Right Rules, The Creation of Basketball in the Progressive Era, 1891 to 1917, discusses how players could benefit from physical, social, and moral health by playing the sport. He believed that basketball was used to teach values and lessons that they could carry with them throughout the rest of their life. However, it grew to become a competitive sport, which is not what they had hoped for. The timing of the game creation was during the progressive era reform. This meant that men and women played the sport equally. Also, women were playing the sport more because of the values that the sport had offered. And men didn't like this simply because they thought it was taking away from the masculinity of the sport. Although that was just a brief glimpse of how it moved past exercise, many changes have come to the sport since it was first created. In comparing the old game versus the new game, there's been many changes. First off, originally there's a peach basket and also a ball that was similar to a soccer ball because it was soft and it didn't want to harm the players, as Naismith initially wanted. However, the peach basket might not have even existed because initially Naismith wanted a 18-inch square basket to use, according to his new game document that he had wrote for the day. The older rules consisted of no dribbling and no running, and all you could do was pass. And Naismith incorporated this so that the players would have teamwork and that they could rely on one another. He also wanted it to be a difficult sport. He didn't want it to be a sport where 9 players would just stand in front of a basket like in soccer. That's why he decided to put the basket above vertically and make it harder and make defenders actually move to guard the ball. And today, however, you can run, dribble, jump to the basket, foul harder, and also the biggest change is that now we have a rim, a basket, and a backboard, which is something that was never thought of, and also the evolution of the basketball to the staple that it is now today. In conclusion, basketball has had a tremendous life throughout, from first teaching unruly students how to have fun and keep in shape, to becoming a sport that was more than exercise, to the sport that it is now today. And in closing, I want to share a quote with you all from John Wooden that I believe Naismith would appreciate and wish that basketball would still be today. What you are as a person is far more important than what you are as a basketball player.